Hello everyone, Ranjitha here. Welcome to my channel. Firstly, a very happy new year to every one of you. Today I am here with not just one or two, but a series of card making videos. This new year, my little daughter has decided to make a bunch of cards to gift her favorite ones and the friends and family. I will be sharing these as a series of videos, and I will give the link to the playlist in the description box below. I hope you will make time and check out all the videos in the series. I wanted to support the thought of my 4-year-old daughter to make these handmade cards and helped her making them. Before moving on further, kindly subscribe to my channel and tap on the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So let's get started. Here's my little daughter telling you a hi. Firstly, I'm cutting down some thick watercolor cardstock into the size I require. For my card bases, most of my cards are measuring 5 inches by 7 inches. So I'm taking this white color cardstock and cutting them to the size of 4.5 into 6.5 inches. I've done a bunch of them at once so that my card bases are all ready while we are making the cards. Coming to the fourth card in the series of cards we've been making, I'm trying to pick up a pattern paper from my collection. This paper measures 6 inches by 6 inches. As I always say, if you do not have such pattern paper, you can always replace it with gift wrapping paper or any fancy printed paper that is available easily in the market. I'm cutting down this pattern paper into 4 pieces of 3 inch by 3 inch each. So with this I will be making 4 cards. So my pattern paper is ready and my card bases are ready. I will go ahead and stamp the sentiments required for the card. Now this sentiment, I've used my clear stamps and stamped it using archival ink. But if you do not have such fancy craft supplies, you can always write it down on a piece of paper and cut it down in strips. Or if you are not sure that your little ones can write it, you can always design it on your computer and take small printouts and then cut it down. We didn't like the sentiment piece to be too white, so my daughter is inking up some pink ink along the edges randomly. This added a little more interest to the sentiment rather than leaving it plain blank. As you can see, she's carefully putting back the sponge behind the ink pad. Organizing along with crafting is another important tip you have to follow while crafting with your kids. Otherwise, the crafting space will quickly become a mess and you will have tough time cleaning it up. Now we are placing double-sided adhesive behind the sentiment strips we have cut. Going ahead, I am making the flowers for the card. I've cut out flowers in 2 different sizes and I'm slightly embossing them. This is a sponge pad and I'm taking a ball tool and leaving slight impressions on the flower so that the flower looks as though it has just bloomed. Here my little daughter is trying her hands on embossing. Like I said, I would like her to try all the tools without stopping her from trying every tool I have. They might not do it perfectly, but they will definitely learn it along the long way. So we've cut 8 flowers, 4 in each size, and I'm placing one over the other. We are gluing the flowers together, that is the big flower and the small flower on top of the big flower. I'm applying the glue and my daughter is fixing the 2 flowers together. Once we are done fixing the flowers together, I have cut small circular foam shapes in gold foam. and we are making it the flower center just to add some glitter to our cards. This will bring a lot of more interest to the cards. This is quite a simple card, just that you have to have the supplies ready. I've cut out the flowers myself. All you have to do is cut out a template and then trace multiple flowers on paper with a pencil and then cut them out. Now going ahead and putting up the card together, I'm applying glue on the pattern paper and sticking it onto the card base. Now I'm applying glue on either side and I'm making my daughter stick the leaves on it. I've arranged 2 different types of leaves just to add some more interest, and then she's stuck the flower in the middle of the leaves. Now she's peeling up the double-sided adhesive that we've attached behind the sentiment strip, and she's sticking it on the bottom part of the card. That's it, our card is ready. Now we're going ahead and finishing all the other cards. All we are doing is sticking up the pattern paper on the top half of the card. I didn't want to fill up the entire card with pattern paper, so we've taken a smaller size pattern paper. Once she stuck the pattern paper, she is then going ahead and sticking up the leaves. I'm placing glue and then she'll be sticking up the leaves wherever I've placed glue, because at her age she will have difficulty in aligning the leaves and other items on the card. This card is very simple and you can make a bunch of them in very less time. All you need is the supplies. If you do not have such pre-cut supplies, you can always trace them onto colored paper or cardstock and cut it out for your little ones. We've made 4 of these cards in less than 20 minutes. As you can see, I've been making a series of card making videos where my daughter has made a bunch of New Year cards to give it to her friends and favorite ones in the family. So we've sat down 3 afternoons, 2 hours each, and we could make around 30 cards. Not a bad time for a 4-year-old to finish up these cards. So here we are sticking up the last card. Once I was done, I've mounted this card base onto a folded cardstock that measured 5 inches by 7 inches, and my cards were ready. You can see the close-up images of the finished card here. After finishing the card, my daughter took time to write down her name behind every card she had made. This added so much more personal touch. You can also see the images of the other cards that we have made in this series. Please make time and check out the card tutorials of these cards as well. The link to the playlist is given in the description box below. I hope you liked this video and we were of some inspiration to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and also do follow me on my social media where I share my card making and craft videos and tutorials. The links are given in the description box below. Thank you.